Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today's question was suggested by a viewer. Thanks to Dealadin for this one. Amy plays Cackling Counterpart targeting Torrential Gearhulk. When the token enters the battlefield, can she use its ability to cast that same Cackling Counterpart from her graveyard? To answer this question, let's go through exactly what happens step by step. First, while Cackling Counterpart is resolving, Amy will be instructed to create a token copy of Torrential Gearhulk. This will cause the token Torrential Gearhulk ability to trigger. Longtime fans of the channel will remember that triggered abilities do not go on the stack immediately when they trigger. Rather, they wait until the next time a player would get priority. So for now, we'll just make a note that that happened on our whiteboard and move on. The last step for an instant or sorcery's resolution, after all of its instructions have been performed, is to put it into its owner's graveyard. If Cackling Counterpart was cast from Amy's hand, that's what will happen. On the other hand, if it was cast via flashback, then it will be exiled instead of going anywhere else from the stack. So this trick definitely would not work in that case because it never even goes to the graveyard at all. So, given that Amy was able to put the Cackling Counterpart into her graveyard, the next step would be for the game to perform state-based actions. And after that would be when triggered abilities that have triggered are going to be put onto the stack. Now, this is important because choosing targets for a triggered ability is part of the process of putting it on the stack. Because Cackling Counterpart has been put into Amy's graveyard by this time, that means it would indeed be a legal choice for a target for the Torrential Gearhulk's ability. Pretty cool, right? Now, this doesn't go infinite because the Torrential Gearhulk ability says that it exiles the Cackling Counterpart if you cast it this way, just like flashback, but it's still a pretty big value swing. Well, actually, let's take a closer look at that. The Torrential Gearhulk ability actually does not exile the spell, just like flashback. There is in fact a small difference. It's subtle, but can you spot it? Torrential Gearhulk does not exile anytime the spell would leave the stack, just if it would be put into a graveyard. This still won't help us go infinite, but it does make a difference. For example, if someone plays a Lapse of Certainty or a Remand against the Cackling Counterpart. I talked about this sort of interaction in depth in my video about how Lapse interacts with Rest in Peace, so you can check that out if you'd like to hear more on how that works in more detail. That's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again next time for another daily ruling. Until then, I hope you have a great day.